Zero. This is a robot survival game. Think of something like Ark, but you're not going to be able to tame robots like you tame the dinos. But it is a survival game, except for you don't have to drink and you don't have to eat. This is a game good for people that don't like that. So maybe you like Fallout, but they went to 76 and force you to eat and drink, and you don't like that. This is the game you guys can come over to get around that. Now, apart from that, there are a few key things to note about this game. The audio that they use in game as the software for the audio, like when you voice chat with each other on mics, not going to be very good on console. You'll have times where it's like okay, and then out of nowhere it'll pop and then become very loud, and then it'll go back down to normal, and then it pops again for like maybe a little bit and then goes back down. And in-game audio and console should not do that. I know this because if you go back to PlayStation 3, it never done it, but PS4 and PS5 on this game does it, which means the developer needs to update the software to voice chat to make it clean, never pop. When I say pop, like you'll be talking, then it'll kind of do like that a little bit. It and the way I done that was cupping my mic with my hand just to show you guys what I'm talking about. But you guys will see the difference in audio, and you'll notice it'll get louder and then back to normal. It does this in game without people doing that to their mic, and it should never do that on an audio base. So audio, when you're speaking in this game, it's better to hop into a party or a Discord chat on computer, or a PlayStation party on console, or if you got Xbox, whatever their chat thing is, like Xbox chat or something, whatever it's called, I'd hop into that and get them in a party. It might be just called an Xbox party, but get them in a voice party and chat with them that way, because then your audio is going to be clear and clean, and it's not going to have that popping issue as the in-game does. I'll try to show you guys that with some randoms in multiplayer. If we can get some mics, you'll see where out of nowhere they'll be talking smooth, and then poop, it gets really loud, poppy, and it'll hurt ears. So if you guys have a really good headset, you might want to leave that up just a little bit just to see the pop. And then after, I show the pop will pop out of a game and stuff like that. So this game does have some audio issues that need to be fixed. There are two separate issues apart from audio that needs fixed. Game crashing can be forced. And what do I mean by this is a DLC content. If you're on Xbox or PlayStation, there is a downloadable content that does not show up under the content here, which is going to be the other version of, where is it? Let me show it to you guys, and I'll show you the one you're going to go for. The Tactical Equipments pack here, there's a pack 2 for this, which does not show up under here. You guys will see that it's just not here. Does not show up under this page. You have to go into the actual like Xbox and PlayStation and Steam store to go get this. It doesn't pop up in game in order to buy it. But it comes with a DLC content for two items that are broken. One is going to be the remote controlled tick, which if you take that tick up to bases in game that you got to raid, it will literally one-shot every wall. If you open up the red pod things that you have to shoot before getting to the main, which are the 4 generators that can be there sometimes, I think it's 5. Open up those red things, back up, throw a tick, blow it up, and it's one shot. The big generator in the very center, usually, that can almost be one-shotted by the tick. I've had like one proper placement where I got it in there perfectly and blew it up, and it had like 1 HP left. Literally just like one shot could kill it when it redone. The ticks are OP. The next thing that's kind of OP and broken at the same time is the mortars. Now, this is where I can force crash someone. I've done it yesterday. I was testing. I had a friend that was playing with me that I crashed him out of the game every time I placed 10 mortars down. I got the mortars, which I forget what they're called. I think they're like homing turrets or something like that. When you put them down, it's a missile launcher version of a turret that shoots kind of up in the air and goes down towards the enemy and like homes into them, kind of like a heat-seeking rocket. Place 10 of those puppies down. The explosions in the air and the explosions hitting the robots and everything in the area has a chance at force crashing another player out of the lobby. Like literally blue screening their game. I'm talking about they get the blue screen crash, have to go back to the PlayStation Home, and then relog back into the game, right? Can be done. You can force crash people out of the game. Okay? It's at random who you can force crash, but you can force crash people out of the game. I know me and Pombo didn't crash, but we had someone else that was in. We force crashed them. Lastly, let's go over another issue in the game. Alright, and it is a issue. Certain bunkers, certain spots of the map, you will get very, very low FPS. And I'm talking about on a game where the texture detail is actually ass cheeks, okay? No offense to the developers, but they're nothing like DayZ, okay? DayZ, I can run around the map, and I don't get FPS drops like this, okay? This game is a very low poly, okay? Like, compared to DayZ, it's low poly, and I'm getting FPS drops. There's something going on there that should not be going on, alright? That's the review part for the first part of this. Secondly, I'm getting way too many duplicates. Way, way, way too many. Like, for a grindy game, I'm getting way too many. I've gotten 4 of the pistols for the experimental. I've gotten 2 versions of the grenade launcher sniper. I've got 4 things of the, I'm going to call it the Gauss sniper, but it's just called the experimental something. It's the 50 cal. I've gotten way, way too many duplicates of that. I feel like maybe 2 duplicates maybe within a week. Like, okay, you get 1 and then a duplicate within a week. That's fine. But in a total of 2 days, if I can get 4 of the same gun, that's too many duplicates. I get there's not a super big wide range of weapons, but I mean, for the 2% time that you get a experimental weapon, you're mainly going to be getting a lot of golds than you are the 6 crowns. You're going to get the 5 crowns mainly, which are just gold weapons. Or even less than that. Like, there's times I get, like, 1 crown weapons, which is like you just started the game on end-game content, and it's just, no. And then a heads up to everyone, if you guys are looking for a particular weapon type to use, go with 7.62. I'm going to tell you why, alright? I've been, you know, recycling a lot of my 7.62 for one reason. And if you're wondering, this is the pistol I've been getting a lot of duplicates of, which I do drop down to people that don't have it, because I don't need 4. Okay? I already have that one. Same with all these experimentals, right? Some of these were given to me. Like, for instance, this, my friend looted it and gave it to me because he had a duplicate. He had a duplicate of this, so he just kind of dropped me one, and same as this. But I did loot one later on and give it to my friend, because I got the one that off my friend, so I ended up, like, getting a duplicate of this. But it does happen, okay? More so than not. Wood. Hard as fuck to get. Okay, I'm gonna let you know, it's literally the second hardest thing to get. Why? Well, if you're living in a forest, right? Literally a forest. You would think wood is easy to get. No. You cannot, like, DayZ it, where you come over here, take an axe, and chop some trees down. You can't. There's no chopping the wood. You have to go out and look for the little solo tree that it lets you walk up and press square on, which is very rare to find. Or you have to go loot flares. When you get flares, you get 1 wood from those. So 12 flares is 12 wood. So you would have to end up literally looting the trees and the flares constantly scrapping them to get wood. You can't just go out and, like, look at all this wood on the ground, right? Technically, that is a lot of wood. I cannot get it. You just can't, okay? That's what I'm on about. Wood is a rare resource in this game, and it shouldn't be. Wood is actually very sparse, okay? Look at all this forestry and the wood on the ground, and I just cannot collect it, okay? Should not be scarce. Alright, behind that is going to be, like, gold star weapons. Like, this gun here, 7.62, but it is weak. Even for a bolty, it is weak, okay? I did get all the DLC, hence I see DLC weapons in here at gold stars, right? Same as the bow. But this right here is a very weak rifle, and I feel it needs to be buffed, alright? So even the DLC is not as balanced as it should be. This, I understand, semi-automatic rifle, okay, maybe make it 2 or 3 hits to kill something like a dog. I understand that, it's semi-automatic. But, as I always say, a bolty, you're spending time reloading, even if it has a very low magazine, that's even more reload time. You're going to need that to be stronger. It says the damage is way up there, but guys, let me show you what the real damage to this is, alright? If you're playing on any real difficulty... Okay, I do got 7.62. We got armor piercing up there. Let's go ahead and pull this out right quick, just to give you guys an explanation of what I'm calling weak and needs a buff. Before you're like, oh, but you didn't show us using it. So I'm going to show you guys using it right here, okay? Yes, it has no attachment, but there's no attachments that give you extra damage apart from different ammo types, okay? You only get like a suppressor, a scope, maybe you can lengthen your barrel, but there's no extra damage you can add onto the gun apart from perk-wise. But let me guys show you something here. I'm going to switch my difficulty right quick because I am playing on the lowest difficulty because me and some friends were testing if you can get other things, but we'll just say medium difficulty. Literally just one step up from easy. Alright? Let's go find us something to kill, shall we? And show you guys how weak this is. Even on dogs, it doesn't one-shot, which is very, very sad. Alright, let's go up here and maybe walk down this way. So we'll put a ping down here and fast travel here. And when we see dogs, I'm going to try to shoot their weak spot, which is going to be hard to do without a scope. I get that. But I'm not going to take the time to put a scope on this. I did on the other alt, or maybe I have a secondary one of these extra. Oh, not one of you. This is a very bad time for one of you. The flying things can sometimes get explosive ammo and be a pain in the booty cheeks, especially on medium. Unless you have a group of people, but we're going to have to take it down. Hold on. So we're shooting that, guys. We're shooting the little, like, hover things here. That thing. There we go. It's gonna have 2 more. It's like constantly running now. That right there is called a tank, guys. That's a tank. I actually forget what this is called again. That's the only thing I haven't, like, remembered the name of in this. And the different variants of enemy types. I don't remember each one. We're gonna do that. Which I know it has undoubtedly spotted me. Come on, bro. Stop moving so much. Screw it. I'm just gonna try to... Yeah. There we go. Oh, you're hurt. I can tell you're on fire. There we go. Right on top of the tank, too. Right there, up on the pack, the gun, the leg is what you're going to want to shoot on the tanks. But we're not using the other sniper, we're using my gal. There we go, he's hurt. We'll switch over to the pistol. I've taken these guys with a pistol before. Oh, got a Russian bot. Alright guys, if you wonder what I'm talking about, that is a Russian bot. Which on these guys, you're going to shoot the side guns first. Those guns there. This way it cannot rocket you anymore. There we go. Now it has only the gun on the bottom, but we have another Russian bot back there. I just want to see where my freaking... Oh, it's like right on top of the tank still, like directly on top. Alright, so this gun here is what you want to shoot. The minigun to the right. Get rid of that. The only thing it's going to have is its rocket pod. So it makes it easier to deal with. It actually just died. Sweet. Now we can go get the tank and this thing, which I'm hoping I don't get rocket potted here in a second. Alright, so to show you guys, ammo is kind of easy to come across for 9mm. Through this, nice. But this is also how you guys will get your... I'm about to die. Oh, revive myself right quick, and we're going to heal up right quick. Because we need to get behind the tank right quick. What we want to do now is target the gun he's shooting us with, which is that. Which will get a little hard, guys, because we do have the other little small Russian things driving around. Oh, he's a mechanical unit. He's a boss as well. Yikes. Oh, come on. I need to, like, use this right quick. And we are going to continue the assault on him. Now I gotta move. I'm gonna step out to the right side this time. Reload. Let him shoot. Step out. Oh, I think the one in the back was the one shooting a second ago. You can also shoot for that. Shoot for the ball. There we go. There we go. Schematic points. Alright. Let us heal up right quick. We're going to go ahead and grab out this. Actually, a good little thing to show you guys. See these little balls right here? Watch this. There's one. Ouch. Ouch. Hold on. Let me get the rocket pods off these guys right quick. I'm going to need to use this and get the rocket pod off of that guy down there. Wherever he's at. Come on, bro. You got another rocket pod. Use it. Never mind. Not anymore, you don't. That's how easy this should be with a sniper. Okay? Now let's go back to this on just the little guys and show you guys like how ridiculous this is. This guy right there. 1. Okay? 2. 3. Okay? Again, I only get that many shots. And it is, however, a bolty. I think that one's already dead. So I just want to show you guys that. And this is armor piercing as well, guys. Which is... rip that it's not doing what it should do of what I feel it should be doing. Ouch. Alright, because let me show you guys the Barrett right quick. I get this is 50 cal, but hold on. Watch this. Okay, 1. 1. Okay? That's kind of how I feel every sniper should be doing against small targets. Okay, I get like having to shoot a good amount into a tank, but these small little rolly balls, no. Should not be taking that much. Ooh. There's something big alive that just wrecked me, and I don't know what it was. Let me take that out right quick. Pop in here. We're gonna go ahead and just close. Come on. There we go. Close the door. Eat 2 of these, pretty much. Tungsten, get the first aid kit. Take that out. Don't need the smoke rounds. Ooh, blue camo, nice. Not the best, but what you really want to do is let these guys get up to level 4. I just took out a level 1 because I already got multiple units in my area. So if you're wondering what I'm talking about, multiple units, I'll show you here in a second. Hold on, let me go loot this one. Titanium, FMJ. There we go. Alright, so now you guys can see that's how much FMJ ammo I have, and this is how much AP on my pistol. I'm using AP so I can just keep getting the FMJ ammo. Same with like on this one, I would prefer to be using the AP ammo, so that way I can get the FMJ ammo stacked up. Same over here if I had it. Oh, I am using it. Good, good, good. But, yeah. Snipers need a little bit of a buff. We're going to use the AP here right quick. Look at this. A pistol feels like it does better than that sniper, bro. Just thought I'd, like, point that out. I don't need the small fuel cells because there's no car you can drive, which I find to be bullshit again. That's another thing in this game that needs, like, an update, is a 4-door sedan. Like, if you're gonna have a game that is super big on, like, how far you gotta run. Oh, he's up on the hill there. Alright, I see you. And it's another frickin' communist, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. It's that thing there. There we go. That's how easy it is to deal with them, guys. With a 50 count. There. I don't worry about the 32 ACP for the fact of no need for it. I will take that though. Go grab this and be pretty good. And to let you guys know, I am on my low level character right now, like my really low level character, and I can deal with these guys pretty simple with this sniper, which is great. So yeah, to show you guys I am on my low level. If I go to skills, this is the skill set for it. Yeah. And the skills also is another thing I feel like should be updated. I actually totally forgot about this till I just seen that. You basically start at level 1. You don't get a skill point at level 1 because you start there. Okay, understandable. But if you're going to make it where I can reach level 70, then I should have 69 skill points, not 30. Okay? The reason I'm saying this is because you don't get a skill point for every level. And when I say every level, up to like level 25 you do. But when you get into level 30, then 32, you don't get skill points for those. To me, that is bullshit. Okay? It is. If I'm going to have a character and there's 30 levels and I start at level 1, I should get 29 level skill points. Alright, that right there is just how I feel like that should be. Because what's the point of making it to level 30 if I only get 25 skill points, if you know what I mean? Why do the extra 5 levels if I get nothing for it? Right? I get you play the game, you're going to level anyways, but come on, guys. Like, let's be honest. Why would I push myself to level 30 if I only get 25 skill points? I don't get tungsten. I don't get resources. I don't get any crafting materials for that. I literally absolutely get nothing except for a, hey, you have reached level 29, but you only had 25 skill points because we don't give anything past that. It's pointless. Alright? That needs a massive update to fix that. If you're only going to give out 25 skill points, then the max level should be 26 because you automatically start at level 1. Alright? And then make it where you don't level anymore. You just go around and grind for things like the, you know, experimentals, the gold weapons, to max out each gold weapon with gold attachments. If you're that type of person, that's what you should be going for at that point. I should not be going to level 30 and only get 25 skill points. And to show you guys this, I'm actually going to trade characters right quick. Alright, so this is my low level characters you guys seen. If I go to skills, you guys will see that. We get to keep all the schematics, so you don't have to regrind all the schematics that you have learned in each character, which is good. I like that part. But I don't like how the levels work. Since you start at level 1, say you can make it to level 40, you still only get 25 skill points. So why go to 40? But before you guys just take my word on that, let's go ahead and exit the game, switch characters to my high level character. So you guys can see I am running these guns, and to show you that I do have duplicates, okay? The way this game works is anything in your stash box is traded between any character you create in the future. Anything you have in your inventory of your actual personal character does not get traded over to the other characters, okay? But let's go ahead and hit select world. We're going to go ahead and go to the current world, which is my main, like, most level world. You guys can see there's a level 34 character, there's a level 8 character, okay? You can see the differences in the XP, stuff like that. But let's go ahead and go to my character 1, which is my max level character. Well, not max level, but my character has the most levels. As you guys can see here in inventory, I got this. Oh, and you can see the attachments are different. I have gold ones on this for the extended mag and the scope. Okay? Experimental PVG 90. Another 50 cal, right? That makes 2. Like, I get getting a couple here and there for other characters, fine, because it shares the inventory. I got this experimental, but to show you guys a little bit of something, I did have 2 pistols, but I ended up giving one away and then just kind of took the one out of the box that I had from my secondary and used my secondary. But you guys can see we do, however, have another 90. We got, look at that, 1,400 .50s and 2,314 7.62s on this character. Then I had like 1,000 something on the other, possibly 2,000. But I've also been scrapping 7.62 on this character. If I go in and I do 7.62, I could end up with 10,000 7.62 in about 2 hours. And then scrap all the way down to where I have 1,000 left. And then rebuild it back up to 10,000 again. Scrap and keep that cycle going. That's how I have a lot of metal and stuff, guys. 7.62 super easy to come across. But what we're on about is our skill tree. Okay? I am now level 30, we'll say 34, because it is there. I'm 2 bars from 35. Okay? Let's count how many skill points I have in my skill tree. As you can see, I've earned none. You're supposed to earn 1 per level, right? Till you reach a certain level. So let's see what that level is. We're going to start from right and move ourselves to the left. So we're going to go up, over, down, and then left, up, over, down, and keep doing that till we get each skill tree counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay, 27. My bad. 27. Skill points. Okay, and I'm level 34. I should at least have 33 skill points. Okay, just does not happen. And to show you that when I level this character that, you know, nothing, I don't get the extra skill points, let's go ahead and go do that. And see if I can't get those extra two. Look at that, 66 rounds right here on the ground, bro. But let's head out and go kill some things, shall we? Alright, let's go kill a couple of the harvesters and stuff. There's harvester right there. Show you guys this sniper rifle is not the same one. It doesn't have the camo on it. Okay, it doesn't have that green and brown and black and all that. I mean, you can see it's rusted and has little bits of green, but it's not the same camo, to show you that. If I lay down, I go into inventory, I press triangle. There's no skin on this, but I can skin if I wanted to. See, I don't have that skin on it. Let's go ahead and just skin it with this one, shall we? Just for giggles. We're going to go ahead and do this. Go to skins. You guys can see we can do that. Let's go with the, that. Okay. Oh, my dog is out here. No, 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 no. Pick you up. My dog don't need to be out here. Alright, let's reload my LMG. And show you guys the easy way of taking these guys out, which is this little backpack right here. Now that we don't have that anymore, we're going to come over to this. I do need to be a little bit careful, because this gun will allow me to electrocute myself, alright? There we go. That one's down. We're just going to go ahead and do this right quick, see what he had on him. I'll take the copper. To let you guys see this, if I get too close, hold on, if I get too close, you can see I hurt myself there. I got electrocuted. There we go. Oh, there's more up here. Okay. There's two more. Matter of fact. Hello? Weird. That's another thing. Like, stuff gets launched and dragged constantly in this game. I've had it where nothing's around and this body would just go flying, like, way that way for some reason. Just very weird. That needs to be fixed. Some of the ragdoll needs to be a little bit turned down. Especially since I've had it, like, we killed something right here. Say the safe house is, like, down there at that barn. It would fly from up here, past that barn, down to the shoreline, almost going into the water. I've seen it happen. So has my friends, and this was yesterday. So, yeah, they got a lot of things to fix out, guys, and I hope they do within this year. Like, just come into this game and optimally fix, like, the FPS issues, the crashing, bodies launching, and just the skill points, too. I don't feel like they should have 40 levels and only let you get 27. Okay? No. If it's 40, 39. Okay, since you start at 1, and you don't get a skill point for starting at 1. So if you do 29 levels, that's 28 skill points in my mind. You do 40 levels, that's 39 skill points in my mind. Okay? Or allow us to cover more into the skills, right? For instance, what my plan was to get a second one of these. Okay? I'm not going to do that one. I was going to come over, finish this out, finish that out, finish this, grab this one, okay, for the extra, 25% damage resistance, and then I was possibly going to do the left side of the tree to get the extra damage here for automatics, though less weapon sway, less recoil, right? Less spread of the bullets, faster aim down sight, more stamina, less time being seen, less movement noise. Again, movement speed, I guess, while crouched. Um, and then I would probably do like EMP Expert, and then one more on the spotting level, and that's what I would finish out on, right? Except for coming in here, I'd probably do something like, let's see, Chance to Stagger, right? So I'd have to go here and go to Chance to Stagger. I'd be Healer, so I'd take 1 point there and 1 point here. Veteran Gorilla, this is 20 base XP, which is XP earned after destroying marked enemies, right? So you get the faster XP. That's be something early on to get as well. Heal amount, this is like how much your stuff heals you. I'd probably take that. Designated targets, while using binoculars, take additional, enemies marked using your binoculars take extra damage. I'd probably grab that. Last man standing, resistance for 15 seconds after reviving someone. That's the skill tree that I would go through, along with every other one I've told you guys. I would max each one out, right? And have that many skill points. And then I could say, fuck the rest, right? So, when I say that, like, after I get all those, then maybe I don't mind not gaining skill points. But when you're stuck where you get, okay, a little bit here, a little bit there, and then you're just fuck all else because you don't get any more, that's when I'm like, no. I get you got to make the game feel a little harder. You do that at the beginning of a game, not at the end game, right? So, like, at the end game, when I'm supposed to feel strong, I should feel strong. At the beginning through the middle, maybe I feel weak, right? But, again, like, I should be able to max out more in my skill tree, I feel. Maybe not all, so maybe like I can't do all the way to the bottom on each one, but I feel like I should be able to at least to get right here for each one of these, right? So that way I can have better healing, more damage, tank a little bit more, especially when you get into higher difficulties, because right now I'm kind of just been comfortably, I wouldn't say fully, playing on, playing on, forget accessibility, well, not accessibility, I'm actually dumb for that game, and then scroll down. The difficulty here, I'm playing on Skirmish, which is about medium, and then that's hard. Me and a group of people playing on Gorilla, fine, right? Because safe houses, right? And most of the time we're sticking around them, especially we're just leveling a region. With that said, new players start on Adventure, because Skirmish is only one down from like the hardest difficulty, and I would get the recoil, the gun felt for your favorite guns that you're probably going to be shooting for. So this way you get used to the game and then move up to Skirmish. Then when you feel like Skirmish is kind of not really hard anymore, it just kind of gets a little bit annoying sometimes, then move into Gorilla. Okay. But as far as everything, I played on Gorilla yesterday with stream, I played on Skirmish today, and I played on Adventure today, right? But I wanted to show you guys on Skirmish the gold sniper I had a second ago, which is not the 50 cal. Terrible, right? 7.62 wise. They do need to fix that a little bit. Like if I turn the difficulty down, then I use the 7.62 that I showed you guys earlier in the inventory, which is not on this character. I forgot to switch characters. Sorry, guys. But pretty much on my other character, I have like a suppressed, like thermal sighted, like fucking KR98K that's gold. And, you know, the KR98K is a bolty. Does not 1 or 2 tap. It took 3 on with the small bots, right? A ticket might 1 tap, but something like a dog, it's 3. Even if you shoot for the weak point. And this is just on normal, basically. Right, because you have story mode, which is the adventure difficulty. Then you get skirmish, which is basically like normal difficulty. Then you have gorilla, which is like the hard difficulty, right? On normal, that bolty, terrible. I haven't even tried it on like story mode, right? The easiest difficulty to see if it would one-shot dogs. But dogs, which is like one of the smallest things you can run up against in this game, there is smaller. There is a tick. But it literally goes tick, dog, hunter, tank, then you get digger, then you basically get the apexes, right? The ones that get a little bit extra health, which is where you get your experimentals and stuff like that through. But that's the ranking order that it goes in for that class of things. Then you get the inner classes, which I'm going to say, like, for instance, on a tank, you might get military, you get the, oh my god, what is it? I call them the Toxic Boys, but they're pretty much called the Apocalypse tanks. Then you get, like, some other one, which is, like, I think there's, like, 4 different tiers of tanks, right? And that's just interclass. And then you get the same thing with the diggers, the, other animals too. Even ticks get apocalyptic stuff. In the DLC, you have the regular tick and the apocalyptic tick, which is like the ticks that give you toxicity. So with that said, it's kind of oof when it comes to damage of weapons with that point. Alright, weapons need to be a little higher. Yes, it is machines we're going against, but if you're shooting their weak points, which is like the gas tank or their battery, pretty much, right? You're going to be damaging that component, and that component's not going to be as good as it was or if working, right? So with that said, it should feel a lot easier when you're doing it that way, and it just does not with that rifle, right? It still feels like you're still just shooting them without hitting their weak point. Like, for instance, like on the digger here, he has a thing on his butt cheek right there. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can't get you a better picture of it. Right? I'm gonna call it a butt cheek, but it's not really a butt cheek because it's not human. I'm gonna pull out this so I can run just a teensy weeny. Oh, okay, teensy weeny bit faster, but that does not matter anymore at the moment because I'm gonna have to take these guys out. Okay. There we go. Alright. Oh, I think I got a good view right now, unless he's walking towards me. There we go. See this little, like, crate right here? That's what you want to shoot at. You want to shoot at that little thing there. You also want to shoot at the back of the gun. That's the weak points on this. I could go grab my other gun, and I'd probably be sitting here about an hour shooting one gun at that to kill it. Right? Yes, I don't have the extra component damage too much, but I do have one perk for it, and with that said, it's, you know, still should be a little faster, not a whole hour. Okay? So pretty much they do like the BMG 50 FMJ here is called the experimental PVG 90 instead of the 50 cal, right? It's PVG. But pretty much, guys, it basically is a Barrett 50 cal. They just can't say Barrett in game, like down there naming something, because the owner of that name that made the gun can sue them. So they have to pay for the right for that, and they probably didn't pay for it. That's why it's different, and that's why every other game will be different, okay? With the naming of one weapon. You might call it the Supernova, because maybe a game calls it that, while someone plays this game calls it the PVG 90, and then the person who hears it in real life calls it the Barrett 50 cal, right? That's where that aspect comes from, guys. So if you guys are really having some trouble understanding that, that's the understanding of it, alright? But let's get back over to the other character, because this is not the character I'm supposed to be on. I'm supposed to be on the other one. I was just doing a little, like, show thing here. So yeah, I think, like, guns of a total, for certain weapons, like snipers, need to get buffed. Because, again, a sniper's supposed to do more damage at longer range. But if you think about regular damage at longer range, at close range, that should be more damage, not the same. Because let's say it's supposed to shoot 100 foot and do normal damage, right? Compared to an AR that, let's say, shoots 50. way off with this. They shoot way more, guys, but I'm just giving an example. Right? Let's say an AR shoots 50. That sniper standing at 50 is going to do more damage than that AR. Why? It's supposed to shoot longer distances, which means you're shooting a closer distance, means that bullet velocity is not going to fall off as much. There's not going to be too much messing with the actual shot itself. It's going to penetrate a lot better, okay? Because it has more power behind it, because it's a closer distance. Alright? So that's something I wish game developers would take a little bit into key for, but I'm not saying they have to. I'm just saying I wish. But again, like a sniper at semi-close range doing only like it feels like 5 damage is not right. We need to go to world. Almost click continue, but I have to be able to click character too. There is subtle differences, as you guys can see. Alright, this one has a red, that one has a black, this one has gray in that, and this one's still gray in that, but the design is different. Alright. And they're both different types of females. I have one as a military female, the other one's a punk female. Okay? But back into the game, into the skills, as you can see, we do have, you know, our points here into extra damage, which is 10% damage, increases the amount of damage done to enemy components, right? I do have that, but I think there is like a little bit more like right here. Increase the amount damage done to enemy armor, right? And then you also get the increase the amount of damage dealt when using automatic fire, and the semi-automatic for automatic weapons, which I feel like they should have just done a semi-automatic one in general, because there is snipers in the game that are forced to be semi-automatic, so hopefully they do take a little bit into that to make the snipers a little bit better, but I'm probably just overthinking that, and it's automatic only. That you press a button to turn semi. But back to what I was going on about, guys, is the weapon damage to this weapon right here, okay? There's nothing that actually adds damage in the game. I kitted it out with a scope and something else, which I don't think you guys got to see, so I'll probably just hoopity-doo-dah into my crate that's over here and grab the stuff just to show you that it doesn't. It's upstairs, actually, not down here. Ba-doop. Right here. Let's do this, and let's make sure we're not carrying any heavy rocket launcher ammo at the moment. And we're going to go get a rifle suppressor, which I think I should already have here, right? No, I have the shotgun one. Alright, so I need rifle suppressor and the IR vision. I know I have a rifle one in here, but I think I might have put it on something else, didn't I? Yes, I did, because I put it on that for the scope and something else, right? Or am I just... Hold on. Oops, inventory. I need to go to here. Okay. No, I don't have a scope on this. Okay. That means it's probably in my chest. So I need assault rifle suppressor, I believe, or regular rifle suppressor. I don't remember which one. We're just going to grab that. I think it is AR. We'll get the 2 to 4. Yes, it's not a gold star, but you know what? I do have a gold star I can put on it. Screw it. Right there. Rifle silencer, just in case. Alright. To show you again what all you can edit here, you get different ammo types. It's like FMJ and stuff like that, which I'm going to use that because I think that's when it comes the most. Throw the rifle suppressor on. Don't have an extended mag for this. We will put the gold scope on, which then we'll go ahead and throw on the IR, which is thermal. We get no skin, and that's basically all we get to change with this weapon. Okay? And to show you, yes, it is a sniper scope, and I can add thermal, which looks pretty terrible in this game, I'm not going to lie. Like, it looks good, but it's terrible, as you guys can see. That's like I need to fix that. A headache, right? It's going to give you a headache if you stay in it for too long. But again, like right here, let's shoot his weak spot. Okay, which is right there. Oh, I turned it to the lowest difficulty. Which is a 3-shot on the lowest difficulty. Okay. So if you are going to use this, use it on the lowest difficulty, or else you're not going to have fun. Okay, I just wanted to test that on the lowest difficulty. And I'm not going to lie, I almost decided to switch up and just go ahead and pull that out. Because that would have just killed way faster. I'm just searching the bodies right quick to see if there's anything I might have missed. Alright. So, yeah, this has a lot to work on, right? I like it, but I dislike it. And then the next thing is, like, I don't know who thought of this being a thing, but this is a sniper rifle that got turned into one of these. Okay? As cool as that sounds on paper, if I wanted to hit that, I can't. I have to sit here and just try and guess. Where's that gonna go? Is that gonna hit that object back there? Probably not. It's gonna fall a little closer, but don't know how short that was. One doesn't really do too much damage either, because it's not like a, like if I say it doesn't explode on impact unless you shoot it straight in the sky. Don't know who thought of this, but revamp it. Either make it explode on impact when you shoot it, like that, or change out the entire gun completely to be like some other gun, right? Not a grenade launcher. A sniper should not be a grenade launcher. I get maybe a shotgun doubling as a grenade launcher, right? But a sniper rifle itself is no. Because this is the Augster share or whatever. If I actually go over here, I think I have one in my crate to show you that it is in fact a sniper, because it's 2.70 SP, which is a rifle caliber. Oh, it's to the left. I keep thinking like this barn is it for some reason, but it's not. It's it's not even a barn. What the fuck? It's this. I don't know why I keep thinking a barn is it. Maybe it's just where barns are usually it, but it's not it right here. So this is the experimental version of a sniper, and it's right here. This is the rifle that we have the experimental on. That is a grenade launcher. To show you it is the same thing. ALG, ALG, spelled exactly the same except for experimental in the front. And to show you that this is a sniper in fact, let's go ahead and pull it out. Gotta go over here to this, go down to this. We're gonna put it where its original was, and bada bang, bada boom. It is a sniper rifle. That's a pretty beefy sounding one, but yeah, it's a sniper, guys. So I don't know who thought that to be a good idea, but it was a terrible idea. Alright? Very terrible. It's one of those guns you get and just leave in your chest. And any experimental gun that's a 6-star should not be left in the chest. It should be viable. Not something where I have to sit here and kind of, did I hit it? Wait like 5 years. Boom. Okay, I missed. Did I hit it? Wait 5 years. Like, no, that should not be a thing. Alright? And so, like, I get, like, if you got really good with it and you knew the ranging to set in the sky, but when you can't see your target, so you don't know, like, it was standing there, you aim up like this to hit maybe right there, and the dog goes this way. Or whatever you're doing goes that way, you're just going to miss. Especially when the travel time has to reach near the clouds and come down, and yeah, it was a very, very lackluster thing to do for a gun in a game. So, with that said, maybe rework it, fix it out, make it better. Alright? Like, way better. and fix the FPS issues you can get. I mean, I haven't had any just yet, but there are areas of the map. Hold on. Okay, like for instance, it doesn't do it all the time, but there is a chance on the airfield down here where this boss spawns at. Anywhere around these buildings, hold on, like from around, I say, even like I think down here, yeah, it's like from this point around like this, up through the airfield through here, down like over here, and then back around is an area you can get FPS drops in. I've had it happen. Okay, and this is farmland. I'm even getting FPS drops here, as you guys can see, like when I'm doing this with the map, okay, like that. Over here, it wants to, like, when I'm like inside this water, look, I'm not even trying to connect to any one of these, and it's having trouble, okay? That should not be a thing in a very low poly game. Next is, there's a bunker over here somewhere. Which one is it? The command bunker. What is this? Okay, yes, it's this bunker right here. My second time coming to this location, I had an FPS drop. I'm talking about like really bad FPS drop. I couldn't look around. I literally had to push the move forward till I felt I was good. Move forward, go into the opposite direction. Move forward, move. I couldn't turn. That's how bad the FPS dropped, okay? In a game that looks like this. Okay, hold on. Let me just fix the scaling for you, okay? It's blurry, okay? Even the scope can sometimes get blurry. The scope look here is not super clean. On top of not being super clean, it's super zoomed in. Okay? I'm used to it a little bit because I'm used to it a bit where I played. But anyone new coming to this game where a scope should not be this zoomed in, especially with max field of view, okay, should not be this way. I've had an issue with the DLCs in this game that I found two fixes. Okay, one super easy, I didn't think about it till someone said it. The other one is the fix I was doing naturally beforehand. But if you buy the DLC and then it still shows that it's locked, because that's what happened to me, go to your settings thing on your PlayStation, go to the account section, scroll all the way down, I think it is, and there's one right there that will check all the paid for content. Click on that, let it run, and then when it comes out, go back into the game and you're fixed. That's the easy fix. If that doesn't fix for some reason for you guys, you're going to have to do the way that I was doing it at the very beginning, which is uninstall the game and then reinstall it, and then that would give a fix there. Don't know why that the game was doing that, but I literally had to either A, do both of those to get my content working in the game, which should have already just naturally done it. Now, it's not happening to everyone, because my friend Dragon Panda, as soon as he buys it, will say your game has updated with new content, which kicks him back to the main menu, and then he clicks play and he gets it. Me, I did not get that. I had to uninstall the game and reinstall it, or go through the check. Like, it checks all the DLC content. I forget what it's called. Like, it's like restoring or something like that, or checking. Which is under the section I told you to go to, and that will fix your content. But for a beautiful looking gun like this one, when I say beautiful, like, I love the KR98K, especially when it looks like the way it is in this game. Very wonderful weapon. Same with, like, some of the other stuff. The only thing I don't get is, like, I get, like, people are trying to stay within a time range, like 80s or something like that. Like, it's around, like, the time people were using, like, the Tommy gun, the Springfield, the KR98K, the MP40, the M1 Garand, and stuff like that, right? I get they're trying to stay around that, but there's guns that they have in here that's nowhere near that time period, right? At all. And when they go outside the time period that way, they should be able just to outside the time period whenever. And that is going to be, instead of the M16, right, which is a burst weapon that some games turn fully automatic, should have just been the M4A1, which is based off of the M16. If you didn't know, guys, like, they just changed out the receivers and stuff, and early on they had it where you can pull the receiver, put a new one, and it would be the M4. It was like the M16A something slash M4A1. Then they transferred it to make it a total separate gun, and that's where we are now. But pretty much we are going with the M4A1, mainly in the military. So until they start switching out new weapon types, stuff like that, when people build new ones and better and stuff like that, blah 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 blah. But instead of the M16, it should just have been the M4. If you're gonna make it automatic, M4, okay? Because the original M4A1 was a prototype off the M16, so could have just done that. Let us go back, and I'm going to show you guys what my stash fully looks like with all the guns from the primary and secondary field. Because I've been a very busy bee for 2 days. And there's still 2 guns I'm trying to get my hands on. They're both the same gun, there's just a 4 and a 5 variant. Okay, and I have the gold mags for both of them. I got suppressors for both of them. I just need the guns. Okay, and that's the only thing that's eluded me this far, is just the guns. I could have went through the back door, but whatever. And it's like auto groover, something like that, 4, and then they have the 5 variant. Which just drops off of a specific, like 4 different enemy types and stuff like that. But let's go ahead and show you guys. I have, the M16 assault rifle. Should have been the M4. Or if you have the M16, add the M4 in with it, so that way you have the burst and then the full auto. The RLG-7, which is basically the RPG-7, they just renamed it. The AI-76, which basically is the AK-47 or some variant of that. Not even going to try pronouncing the name. Then you get the Resistance Heavy Bow, which, is actually pretty good. 3 different ammo types. You got the flare arrows, the regular, and the explosive, which, again, is pretty cool to have on a bow. The experimental, we're going to skip over that. I have the HP5, which is basically the MP5, just renamed. Resistance flamethrower, which basically is just a flamethrower. They could have just called it a flamethrower. They didn't have to put resistance in there, but you get the flamethrower. We got the Kontinuk sniper rifle, which is basically the Dragunov, and not really good either. Basically the same damage as this does. As you guys can see, that has lower damage than that does, but this actually is terrible. They're about the same power on medium. 80 wad assault rifle. You guys already know what gun this is. I'm not even going to do it because Daisy already has the real name of it. So, boom, there you go. The PM71, then you guys get the Com-10, which is an SMG here, but to me is not a SMG. It is a pistol, a fully automatic pistol. Basically reminds me of the MAC-10, which I wouldn't call an SMG. Yes, it's automatic, but I would call it a fully automatic pistol, not an SMG. Okay? Just because, yes, has pistol grip, but notice there's no forward grip, right? As you would get on a MP5. Now, that's an SMG compared to that, alright? But then the G79 grenade launcher, which, is, I think it's called like the China Lake or something like that in some other game. But the S21, which is the MK14 EBR, basically. The N60, which we already know is the M60 machine gun, right, which is an LMG. I don't have all the DLCs because some of them only had like blue versions of it and decided to scrap them. Pistols, you got the resistance pitchfork, which is basically a pitchfork with blades welded onto it. Okay. Like saw blades, not regular straight. They are serrated. Okay. You got the Vaza VZ68, which is basically just the Scorpion, just renamed. Again, like, look at this. We got extra pitchforks. Okay, guys, I just showed you we got extra duplicates. But Volkov pistol, which is basically the Makarov. The N9, which is basically the what? M9 handgun, right? The M9 Beretta, pretty much. You have the .44 Magnus, which is basically, actually, I guess, somewhat named correctly. You just remove .44 because that's just the caliber of the weapon, which is 44 Magnum, right? Got your different ammos, different stuff like this, and that. But yeah, pretty much, guys, the weapons kind of need a buff. Now, there's a couple weapons I didn't show you that's DLC-wise that I kind of just scrapped and said I'll get them when I see them at Yellow, which is the 5 Crown, or Experimental, which is the only 6 crowns you can get, which there's not Experimental for every gun in the game. And I feel like if you're going to have guns go to 5 Crown, and you're going to make an experimental. Same with like DLC weapons, like the M16 should have a experimental. The base, this should have the experimental. This should have an experimental, which that's a base game weapon that don't. Okay? That's a base game weapon that does not have an experimental. The only experimentals you get, which you guys can easily go research, guys, but I'm just going to go ahead and read you their names. All you have to do is type in Generation 0 Experimental, and you'll get the list of the experimental weapons, which I'm going to go ahead and just get you. The Cluckle 17, the AG4, which is the Automagroover 4, by the way, guys. They just shortened it. The PVG 90, the 12-gauge pump-action shotgun, which is not it's experimental 12-gauge. The GRG M49, which is the rocket launcher, which you guys didn't get to really fully see. It's that. Alright. Let's see. You get the M46 K-Pist SMG, which you guys do get to see right there. The KVM 89, which I don't think I have the 89. It's the one of the LMGs, but no, I don't have the 89. I have the other one, which is the 59, which is the electric one. But they also have the 89 version, which is basically, today's version of the LMG, guys. Literally the M249, pretty much. Okay, the Sol M249. The 44 Magnus, the Augstrasher hunting rifle, which is the one I told you I wouldn't try to do, but I showed you guys the regular sniper variants of, and then a sledgehammer. Right? Out of every one of these guns, even the ones in my inventory, like the Vintoka 1891, right? And all of these, plus some of the extra DLCs that I don't even have in here at the moment where I scrapped them, there's only that amount of experimental weapons. I feel every gun, especially the DLCs. If you have paid content, I don't think the top star should be 5. I think it should be 6, which is the experimentals. The top you should be able to get for any DLC weapon should be 6. Because that's real paid content. You literally paid money for that just to get it. Okay? And then some of the base game guns should have it. For instance, like, if we look at base game guns, the AK should have one. Come on, bro. I see a lot of people run the gold AK just because it's actually kind of strong. A 6-star variant would be great. The HP5. I see YouTubers run this on this game because the HP5 is pretty okay. It's not really the best weapon, but it's a 9mm weapon that's pretty okay. That should have had one. Same as, like, I love what they did with the M46 K-Pist, which, you know, is pretty good, but they could have done something with the MP5 as well. Flamethrower. I have friends asking for different versions of the flamethrower, like corrosive rounds on the flamethrower. You know, something like, think of Fallout 76, right? Or Fallout 4. They added another gun in. It's basically a flamethrower, but it shoots ice and freezes things, right? So, yeah. Um, there's things out there people are asking for that devs just don't throw in the game and nor pay attention to, right? That would make people really, really happy. The N9 handgun, right? This is DLC. You should have it. The Magnus has one. I don't know what it does. I could read about it on the thing that I'm looking at, but you know, like there's different guns in the game. Like, not 6 weapons out of 40 should have, you know, experimentals only. If there's 40 weapons, I think about 30 should have experimentals, right? Leaving just 10 off. And make it the weapons that people would actually use, not something like that other sniper that's a grenade launcher. Do not make that again. Do not do bullshit like that. Okay? That just gets grabbed and thrown in a chest, and nobody uses it. Maybe they might bring it out once just to say, oh, I used it, and then throw it back in their chest and then never touch it again. That's not how experimental should be. An experimental should be a weapon that everybody wants to use. Same as you buy a weapon pack, make it good. People are buying it for a reason, not just to have it, you know, be something that sets in a chest 24/7. Make them good. Okay? Like, right now, the Com-10 SMG, basically the MAC-10, I don't ever use. It's okay, but I don't ever use it. It eats through ammo way too quick. On top of eating through ammo way too quick, it only gets, like, what, a 30-round mag for an extended mag? No. Make that 50, okay? That handgun needs a 50-round mag clip, and then remove some of the recoil off of it. Like, just a little bit, okay? And it would be good. Because then going into the recoil perks would actually make it a lot more accurate and stuff like that. But yeah, we need some massive TLC in this game. Okay, from graphics all the way to guns, all the way to performance. Now I don't mind having graphics that looks like this and that over there. But my scope should not be blurry. Okay, that should not be a thing. Blur only happens when it gets wet. It's not raining to me. There's barely any water on the ground, but it's not like I'm sitting here going yee-hee into it and splashing it up in my scope, okay? Remove the blur. Second, zoom the scope out more, right? Don't make it where the scope tries to take up your entire screen and just looks clunky. That is terrible, right? Back it off. Make it be a little bit more realistic, where you actually can see the scope and then where you're kind of aiming to and stuff like that. Like, you know, zoom it out a little more so it doesn't feel like that's a 12 times zoom. And then I get like a 40 times zoom. Okay, on a 1 to 4, I should be looking like a red dot sight. And that red dot sight should not look like a 12 times dot, alright? Like, it should not be super zoomed in with the dot taking up half the scope, alright? And I'm not joking about that. You know what? Fuck it. I'll show it to you. Because it's literally dumb that a developer thought a scope should look this way. Where the fuck is the... Here it is. I'm not joking. I'm going to get the gold one. It's supposed to be more clear, more better, more everything. But you guys are going to see how more dumb it looks. Okay? Like, you guys already seen it when I used the AK earlier, but fuck me, dude. I'm just gonna show you. Where's me a 2.7 sight or something like that? I forget what it's actually called in here, because I don't ever fucking actually want to use it as much. We're just gonna scroll through till we find it. It might take us a minute, but I do want to show it to you to show you how dumb this thing looks. I haven't even seen what the RPG fucking sites look like. I'm kind of scared to look at it from how bad most of these sites are. Like, the 1 to 4 usually is pretty good, right? But it still feels super zoomed in, right? Like, hold on. I'll show you that too, to show you like how a site kind of should look even on the more zoomed in ones, and then you just zoom it in more, right, to get your other bits. But hold on, let's scroll through here. Do I have, here it is. Okay, I think my gold, here it is, gold. Okay, 2 times. Let me show you this 12 times version of a 2 times scope right quick. I'm not joking on that. Let's kind of just sight. Okay, and to show you, here's a 2-star, right quick. Okay, let's show you the 2-star. Okay, look how big that fucking red dot is. Okay, that is a huge red dot. If I wanted to aim on something, like, yeah, light fixture would be great to aim this with. But if I have to shoot a small thing like one of the ticks, right, which is about the size of maybe that thing right there, yeah, good luck tracking it with this scope. Just good luck. It's better to go iron sight than with a fucking scope. And to show you how bad this is, let's go with the pristine scope, shall we? The gold one, the highest tier you can get. Okay, when it comes to attachments. Yep, that thing is still huge. Way too huge. Okay? Like, bro, I don't know who made this game, but my dot on my scope should not be almost the size of that rubble. Alright? Or the size of the freaking bottom of the V. That's a problem. Okay? Bro. The thing of this is literally huge. Okay? Let me show you how much better the iron sight is compared to that. Alright? Let's just kind of go to default, which is iron sight. Look how much better that is. It's not super bloomed. Okay? It's just not. The tip of that you would use, okay? I could put that on a head way better than I can a freaking red dot because of how big that freaking dot is. Because where that dot, imagine being that red dot like that, you would be like, oh, my dot's on him, right? So that should hit, and then it shoots like way over there. Alright? Just no. No. Alright, just fix it. Okay? Fix the game. Like, even that is okay, but it's still kind of big to me, and a pistol sight should not be super zoomed in like that. It shouldn't. When you hold it from your face, it should be a little bit there. And the thing is, if I go to where is it? Is it under game? Yeah, look, max field of view. Okay, I can't go up anymore. I go down, but I can't go up anymore. Alright? And to show you, like, yes, you can super zoom your screen in, and that's not how you should be playing. You should be playing on 80, and then the 80 should also feel like it works on this too. The field of view should work there too. The next thing I fucking hate, I don't have a boombox, but anything that makes music, okay, I can hear it. Even with music off, right? Music is off, but it is very, very dumb when I can still hear music in the game. Someone has a boombox over by their base, I hear it. Someone has playing the organ inside of a church, I hear it, even with music off. Next thing, I gotta give you guys a warning, because I didn't realize it was fucking loud. But the shotguns in this game, if you don't have a suppressor on it, Just don't shoot it. I'm gonna blow my ears out here in a second to show you guys what I'm talking about, but there's sound effects volume going all the way up. Music is gonna stay off. Dialogue will put it like 60. Subtitles off, and voice is English, okay? This is how loud the game is on max volume when it comes to that. Now, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to have to do it to show you guys. I'm already half scared. Literally traumatized by how loud it is. Actually, let's see. How loud is the experimental shotgun? Which is actually down here. Maybe. No. Oh, it's already in my inventory. Oh boy. Let's see how loud. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do this to show you guys. This is the 50 cal, okay? And my ears. Okay? That's the 50 cal. That's a little bit worth. I should be talking about this. Still feel pretty okay, okay? But it's loud. Let me show you guys how broken sound is, okay? No, it's not up there. Why is it under that page if it's not up there? Okay. So, this one isn't that loud. Good. I can still somewhat be there, but it still kind of hurts my ears. Because I think it forces a suppressor kind of ordeal in the end of that already, which is the zoom that you hear. I am actually glad I do not hear the super ridiculousness of that. How loud is, kind of loud even with a suppressor. Right? But you guys can see, I have my settings because the audio in this game is so freaking loud to 30. Okay? Literally. That's still that's literally still normal audio of what I would prefer to hear, right? On 30. Not 100. And it's still super loud. Now let's go over and show you guys something musical. Let's go find a church, shall we? Which, I don't remember where an actual, like, church is. So let's do this. Oh yeah, there's a church there. Boop. I don't know how to play the piano, so I'm going to have to figure out how people play the piano here, because I'll hear it all the time, or the organ or whatever. Bro, this said it was a church. Like, hold on, let me show you guys this. If I do this and I do this, okay? Church. Oh, no, that's a town symbol, my bad. No, that's a church symbol, because that's a town. Oh, no, that's that. Alright, hold on. So what does the actual church symbols look like? I know there's one down here, because there's a church right here. Alright, so it's still a building symbol. It's just... Okay, let's go to that. Just so I can show you. Remember, my music is on 0, meaning off. It should not be on. Okay? Now let's see. Can I get this to play? Wanted to show you that. Even with music off, it still plays. Okay? That needs to be fit. It's not even just that. Let's see if I have one. I don't think I do, but it's always good to check. Okay, I have that, but I don't have any. Okay, maybe I can find one here. Hold up. Anything in the back of this that I might be looking for? Because sometimes they could be like put right there, but no. Okay, this is another thing that needs to get fixed. The character model is so big. I get stuck in a space I shouldn't get stuck in. I'm trying to think of a good place to loot one. I already have the gas mask. That's why I'm not doing it. Oh, firework. I'll take that because that's wood. Not worried about 12 gauge buckshot. I'll take it because of the fact that clothing doesn't have any weight. And, oh, another thing I hate. I can't do it here. I can show you one thing, but another thing I hate is going to be the clothing crafting. Which we'll go over in a minute, but to let you guys know, there is some super freaking OP stuff here, which I'm going to show you what they are. First one is this. Okay, I don't like how it cost 50 explosive to make this. Okay, especially since the most explosive I usually get is like 400 to 500 explosive. So that's only like 4 crafts, and you only get 1 a craft, which that needs to be fixed. It should be like 5 a craft if it's going to cost 50. Next, ooh, I can make one to show you this. Okay, good. Is going to be this tick. I love this tick, but I'll go ahead and craft it just because it is OP. It is super OP. And the toy car, if you make like 4 of them and drive all 4 at the same time, it'll glitch the AI out, and they won't know what to shoot at or what to do, so they'll just stand there till it's all done. But pretty much, guys, the tick is super OP. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of just grab a radio, plop her there, grab the tick, plop her there. And I'm going to show you guys how OP these ticks are here in a minute, if I have a place for it. Hold on, let's see if I do. Wait quick, I just want to look around real quick. I think, no, because I can't take that one. Oh, I do, right here. It's at the very end of the airfield, which closest place I have is there or right there. But I'd probably go here and then just run down the airfield. Do I have another one? Not that I'm seeing right off. Okay. We'll do this so I can go here just to make sure I clear out the map and make it a little bit more visible. Okay, yeah, I only have that one. And then I have missions over there to do. I mean, there's so many islands, but there's only like 2 DLC. Which is kind of weird to me. I think there should be more. And then the only thing I don't like is the only DLC island here, snow only. Right? You get snow, you get grassland, hills, stuff here. Here it's just snow. It's hills and snow. And when I say hills, the hills have snow on them, and then the valleys have snow on them. It's all snow. Okay? Honestly, I would prefer a size of, like, island this big for the DLC. Alright? Not that big. Not this little puny thing here. That should have been the DLC. Alright? Like, first half here could have been whatever this is here, and then the second half could have been snow. But, let's get back into go doing this, which is on the airfield. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and fast travel. But the next thing I want to show you guys is my music is off. Remember that. I showed you the piano, or organ, and the church played even with music at 0. Okay? Here's the boom box, which should be tied to music. Okay? we're just going to go ahead and do this. And wait. Yeah, that should not be playing for me. Music is on 0. Okay, and you can still hear it. It's playing. Still playing. I'm running this way. Still playing. Still playing. Still playing. Still playing. Stopped. I have to be this far away. This far away to be somewhat outside. Okay? And if I go to settings, I go to audio, my music is 0. And that is still playing. Pretty much. I'm just outside the area. Okay? That should not be possible. With me setting it to 0, it should literally be completely silent for both the organ at the church, the radios, or any musical object in the game should be completely silent. I should not be able to hear it, but I do. Okay, I just kind of wanted to show you that. But now let's get our next thing ready, which is going to be under here. We're just going to make sure we go here, grab our ticks, and about to enjoy them. Okay, we're just going to do that right quick, and the tick is right there. We are going for this base, so we're just going to run this way. And I'm going to get out something to compare this to, which is going to be this sucker right here, okay? Which I have no ammo for at the moment, but that's what we're going to compare it to. Usually to blow one wall down, when I say one, it's like 3, 4, 5 panels. Like, it's something like, you know, a good-sized chunk, but to blow it down, you would need 4 rockets, which is 2 shots, okay? Because each shot is reloading 2 rockets in. You would need 4 rockets. Alright? And that's the experimental. Highest damage you're coming for a launcher. Alright? Now, watch what this tick does. Because these ticks are crazy. In a way, I'd say they're better than the 50 cal. Let's be honest. Because 50 cal, I sit there, shoot as many rounds you watch me do into a digger. I can use 2 ticks. If done correctly, 2 ticks. That's how crazy the ticks are. Not to mention what you're about to see to this base. Alright? And the launchers, the portable ones, just as broken. 1, crash people. 2, they shoot so many rockets that it kills almost everything in the area, and even can do like base defenses and raids for you very easily. Okay, like, yeah, on the defenses you are gonna be shooting a little bit because it does have to shoot, wait a second, and shoot again, but for the most part they do wreck a lot of the machines that happen in base defense where you have to defend your base. You're just shooting a couple, maybe the super big ones, and maybe one that slides by every now and then during the reload cycle. But apart from that, it's OP. But let's tickaroo this base that we're about to walk up on, alright? And show you guys how broken it is. I don't know what level this base is, because you can level the bases up by killing machine stuff in the area without going towards it, which by then can level the base up. Because sometimes they'll be complete, sometimes they're incomplete, so it just, you know, takes time to figure out what they are, but right there is the base, okay? Let's show you guys the damage these ticks output. Let me make sure I get somewhere, like, behind cover, okay? And show you, like, how broken these ticks are, because they are pretty broken. Pretty broken, okay? Tick right here. I'm going to be inside of it. Okay. There's a wall, but before we go to a wall, there's a couple enemies. Okay. Hi there, I'm just a tick walking around the base, you know what I mean? Yes, I'll run laps around you. Hello. I don't get spotted. Number one. Number two. Okay, like, yes, you can shoot those to blow the wall up, but watch this. I'll go right here. Watch how many ticks it takes to blow this wall. I'm on my low-level character, but look, hole in the wall, right? My main character, that whole wall would have been gone, and I'll show you guys that here in a bit. But to show you, yes, I blew the wall, I lowered the health to these. It's basically a two-shot for my low-level character, which explosives barely do anything with. Alright? And I say barely for being a reason. Let me blow this tick up. Okay? Let's go get our gun back out. Let's go over to map. We're going to go back over to right here right quick. Fast travel, because we're not in actual combat, because we didn't get spotted. Nor are we being shot at. But that's how broken the ticks are when it comes to a low-level character. It literally two-shots the walls, okay, out of the 4 that it takes for a rocket launcher. Let me show you my main character with these ticks. Oh, I need to actually, the reason we came here, I need to put them in the thing. So, control tick, right in there. Because anything in my inventory doesn't get shared, it has to be in the box. We're going to click OK. I forgot. I was on my low level, which doesn't have the explosive support. Let me show you the tick with explosive support. So here, click in there, character 1, which is my high level character. And you guys are going to see this. It's amazing. Alright, like, they are definitely going to be RIP. And more than likely, if a developer sees this last little bit, they're probably going to nerf the tick. And I forgot to grab them out of the box. Oh, there we go. Control tick. Let's do this. Go into inventory, head over to the cogwheel, grab the tick, and we'll place it right there on this one. And I thought that was a dog for a second, but that's the dog station where you get your own dog. Which we're not going to be using at the moment. We are going to be looking. Okay, so the base is still there. I don't know how much damage it still holds after, but you guys are going to see a massive change in this, okay? From the damage we were just doing with a character that has the explosive damage perk, okay, which only has an explosive damage 1, by the way. I don't think it's a 2. I think it's only a 1. I'd love to have a 2, but then my ticks would probably be, like, so broken that they get nerfed into the ground. Let's be honest behind that. But we are going out here, so first we're going to track that. And we're going to take our tick over there. Boop. And here's my companion, by the way, guys. If you didn't know, I do have a doggy. The quest for that, if you guys want to get a dog, is going to be making friends. It's going to send you to 3 different locations to grab 3 different parts for the dog. And then after you get those parts, you'll be able to go to the station. You craft the pet's armor, equip it to your pet, and then when you go in your inventory, your pet will be in your inventory. Put it onto the hotbar, walk outside the building, and you will smack down your pet onto the ground by doing this and just placing it when it turns green. And you will have your dog. You do get to choose between 3 different guns, a rocket launcher, a minigun. Well, it's basically an LMG. It's not really a minigun, but I'm going to call it a minigun. And you also get the shotgun. Now, that's not labeled in that exact order, but you get to do that. You also get to change the color to your dog and pet. You get to do a lot of things, but we are, however, going to need to crawl right here. Pull out the minigun. Well, not minigun, LMG. And we are, however, just gonna go ahead and kill these dogs. Gat. Boop. Boop. Now, we're not totally super spotted yet, especially by the ones back there, hence how like other things are going on, and you guys may be able to see this character level up and me not get a perk point. Unless they updated that overnight. $18 more shots. Alright. I'm not going to worry about looting these dogs just yet, because we're going to get a lot of bots out of this base if we do the full raid. So yeah, I'm not too worried about that. And you guys can see, like, I'm still not even, like, moved up that bar that much. But let's show you guys the perk I'm telling you guys about. So first, let's go to skills. Over to tech and down. Right here. As you guys can see, I only have 10% explosive damage. I'm not even giving the extra 30. Because if I was to do anything, I'd probably remove none of my perks, really. I wouldn't remove any. I wish I could just add into it. So I'd add into that and get to 30. But you guys can see I only got 10% explosive damage. And watch how much that affects this tick. Okay? So we got the pre-tick, no explosive damage, to now we're going to have the explosive damage tick. Alright? Going for this base that's up here. Almost there. Just a little further. And we'll be able to show you the tick. And I'll make sure I do it on a wall that I haven't hit yet. Or try to. Just in case the damage stuck to the base. Which is about to be right up here. And it looks like all the damage got reset. Unless I get closer and the walls start falling in. Okay, I think the damage got reset, which is good. So I can show you guys. Yeah, look at that. There's no hole in the wall. Good, good, good. You guys are ready to see this? Yeah, I showed you. The tick does not get spotted. Alright. There is no hole in the wall here. Even that tank over here is moved there. But let's go over here to this big wall right here. Okay, guys? Let's hit this wall. Alright, as you can see, there's no, I don't get spotted still. Now watch this damage output. Oh, did they nerf it overnight? Or is it just because, hold on. What are my settings? Oh, okay, I'm playing an adventure. Am I just doing that wrong? Let's try. Let's go for this and see if this causes extra damage. So right here. No. They nerfed the tick. Alright. No. They already found out about the tick. I was happy the other day because I was literally one-tapping these walls with a tick. No damage on them whatsoever, and I would one-tap them. Now I can't do that no more. Let's bring a tick in. Or I might just be bugged. I might just have to like reload my game to fix the tick. We'll never know. But no, I used to use these ticks and explode walls like crazy. Alright, hold on. This is this. We have that one. I think it's only one. No, there's two. It's right there. Okay. Let's see. If I do this. Yeah, no, they definitely nerfed the tick. I'm gonna try jumping into the wall. No. Maybe they caught it while I was talking about it earlier and reworked it just to see if they fixed it in my video. Ooh. Let's see. Jump into the wall. Okay, so they definitely nerfed the tick. Good to know. That's weird that it got nerfed so quickly. But, I mean, it fixes the overpoweredness that I was having, unless like maybe I need to reload my game. But I know at one point I was straight up like massacring bases. Alright, I'm thinking I might blow that wall at some point so I can stand way back there and just snipe it. But first things first. There. Let's blow our wall right here. Oh, I killed the dog. That was here, as you can see. There's the dog's body. But yeah, that's how much you break over time, guys. Like, it's straight up nuts. Let's see. What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to go in through this side. Because it's right there and right there. So I'll probably head in through this side. I'll break this back wall. Hold on. There we go. I got the door in one shot. Now I'm going to get rid of that cannon that's over here. If I didn't get rid of it. Well, not cannon, but I'll say turret. Okay, because we're going to sneak by all of this, if possible. Going this way. And I'm going to break that. There we go. Oh, it's a dog right there. I'm trying not to alert. I wish I made some of the mortars so I can show you guys the mortars, but I didn't have enough of the explosive to do so. I got a dog right here. Right there. So easy to sneak past most of the things in this game. Oh, there's a dog right there. Alright, I'm thinking I might try and take care of this dog. Because that would probably be smart to do. That one. Don't have a suppressed weapon, but this LMG. And if I'm not careful, I can alert every dog in the region and then just get in a fight anyways. That's what I wanted. They're going to come running over here in a second. That's fine. Let's hide behind these rocks. Yeah, I can hear them. They're coming. Take out this spotlight. Take quick. We're just doing that. Being really careful with it. Oh, here he comes. See how hard that is to hit that little object spot right there. If you're not full on trying, that can be hard as fuck to hit. With this big fat red dot, alright? There we go, I got rid of the spotlight. Good, good, good. They're spawning stuff in still. That's okay. That's a dog right here. Let him roam. Rotate wherever he's gonna go. Captain Price would say, don't do anything stupid. Oh. Yeah, I'm definitely spotted by the base, but not by the AI creatures. That's good. Didn't realize I was gonna have another freaking turret that I'm gonna have to compete. Run out. Come on. Open that. I would use the Gauss, but we're just gonna wait. Lay down. It's good to be patient. Just break eye contact. I can hear him nearby. There he is. Break that. Lay down. Let's reload, get all 50 shots back instead of just 30. Entered combat, but not really spotted. Wait for it. We are going to go loud here in a second, because I think I can actually get off a shot without these guys really hearing it all that much. Shallow, but I broke all sight. He's coming this way. Let's go ahead and take him. Nice, I have a shot. Alright, let's wait. Fuck it, if I get spotted, it's fine. At this point, I'm not too worried about it. All I'm trying to do is that. Track it. We got one more generator to take out. He's right here. Easy. I'm spotted. Just by him though. As you can see, everything else. That's the tree I was telling you guys about. This tree here is the tree type you're going to look for in order to actually get that actual stuff out of. We're going to go this way and wrap around, using cover to our advantage for a second. It is out in the open. Renders like this. Carefully come over. Make sure we carefully sneak around without hitting that. We're just gonna go back a good little distance, like out that way. Snipe onto that. It's just him. There we go. Now we can do the base assault. Wait for it. This guy right here. There we go. Now what we can do is set way out to the right here. And I'm going to show you guys a little trick for this. Okay, because they're all going to spawn way over there, and the rockets coming in are going to be right there. Shouldn't hit me. That right there is what the rockets are going to do. Gotta wait for that white shield to go down. We'll wait on that. I'm going to look over here. Take the dog out. So, yeah, I already done my review, guys. If you're coming in for the review, the review's already been done a while ago. Waiting on that coating to come off. I might have to get a little bit closer. There we go. Rocket launcher would make this way easier. There we go, we're basically hidden. If I had ammo for my launcher, I'd be using it. You know what? Let's get my dog out here. For the fact of he'll fight, he'll shoot rockets, and he'll heal me if I need it. A little bit closer. This pretty clearly. 2 shots. Yep. It's right there. Somewhere. As long as I'm not spotted, I'm fine. Wait for this to clear up. Hope you guys like my animal. There we go. Okay, let's fight those guys. We'll also fight this. Nice, you just kind of shot your own little protection. Here we go. There's me 2 experimental points, and bye-bye base. Again, it's super easy to do. I'm going to do the circle on that because I don't really care for that too much. But we now took this location over, and we're about to get a level up here soon. Pretty nice. But as I was saying, like, these bodies here are going to have a good amount of stuff on them, and my 7.62 is through the roof again. As you guys can see, 2,000. Boop. Boop. Still 7.62, 92 from that, which again is bringing my 7.62 up. Not worried about that other. Still, and look, 169, 7.62. Yeah, it's gonna send my stuff through the roof after some time playing. 129. As you guys can see, there's 200 extra ammo for 7.62 under the AP rounds, which we'll go ahead and use up. I think I've looted everything now and dealt with everything periodically pretty nice in solo, because usually there's a lot more like hunters and stuff that come out, so which is pretty good. I've done that pretty well. Alright, boom. Oh, almost bypassed 2 more. This, the lead, and first aid kits, because those are definitely needed every now and then. Alright, so yeah, we're looking pretty darn good. And I could take this over if I wanted, hence 20 out of 30. But, well, 30. I have 30 for the 20 needed. But I'm not going to get this one, because there's one I'm going to have to take over in a bit from the DLC where it says take over the base, blah, 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 found in farmland. Hence another reason why this character's out here towards farmland a little bit, usually. Yep. So we just, you know, took that. However, we do have the Reaper spawned in, so we're going to hit track, and he's at the bottom of farmland this time. He usually spawns, like, elsewhere, but I don't mind that. He usually spawns where I have, like, a bunker nearby, but all good. Alright, guys, so hope you guys liked and enjoyed the video. Hope you guys, like, you know, maybe agree to the terms that I set earlier in this video, but I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here, guys, and see if the boys want to hop on to face the Reaper. And I'm not going to do the Reaper online on stream, guys. Sorry, because it's just randomized with him, to be honest. There's no high chance at experimentals. If I do get some, I will show them off in the next video, what I earned from him. But as always, smash the subscribe button. Until next time, stay awesome, and peace.